နောက်ဆုံးပြောသွားတဲ့အချက်ထဲမှာကြာကမကင်းတဲ့အတ္တပုဂ္ဂိုလ်ဟာဒေါသမကင်းတဲ့ဒုက္ခပုဂ္ဂိုလ်ဟာအမှန်ကိုမတည်ရဲတွေ့ဝေမိုက်မဲတဲ့ပုဂ္ဂိုလ်ဟာဒီကဒေါသမောဟတွေလက်ခံထားတော့သူရဲ့လွှမ်းမှုကြီးကြီးနှိမ့်ဆက်ခံတယ်သူတို့ထင်တယ်လို့ခြေလဲနေတော့စိတ်ကောင်းနေမှလည်းတန်ရှင်းတဲ့စိတ်တွေမှလည်းသူတို့ကပဲတိုက်ခိုက်ယူသွားတယ်လို့ဖြစ်တယ်စိတ်ကောင်းလေးကိုကုန်သွားတယ်စိတ်ကောင်းလေးကိုကုန်သွားတော့နှလုံးသားမမှန်တော့ဒီနေ့အကျိုးစီးပွားလည်းဟုတ်တိုင်းမှာဆိုတော့ဒီဘာရဲ့အကျိုးစီးပွားလည်းဟုတ်တိုင်းမှာဆိုတော့ဒီတူတာပါနှစ်ပါးဆိုအကျိုးစီးပွားလည်းဟုတ်တိုင်းမှာဆိုတော့ဒီတော့ဘူးအဲ့ဒါမှာဒီနေ့အစီးပွားဆိုတာကတော့ပြစ္ဆုတ်ပံညမောက်စီးပွားနဲ့နောက်ချိန်ကာလတွေမှာရနေတဲ့အစီးပွားဒီတနည်းအားဖြင့်လည်းလောကီစီးပွားနဲ့လောကုတ္တရာစီးပွားတွေကျန်တဲ့နေရာမှာပြည့်စုံထားပါတယ်အဲဒီစီးပွားအစစ်မှာကတော့တက်ရှိစေကာလမှာကျိုးရတဲ့အာရုံနဲ့ဆက်တယ်စိတ်ကလေးဒုညဆိုတာထားနေတာပေါ့ဒုညဆိုတာထားနေတယ်ဆိုတာကိုကကုသင်တရားကြီးစီကံကောင်းပြီးဒီလိုတော်ကြီးပညာကိုထိတ်တော်နဲ့ရှိထားတဲ့ပုဂ္ဂိုလ်လောကရန်တာခဏဆောင်ရှိတယ်လောလောဆယ်ဘုရားအကျိုးစီးပွားအစစ်မှန်ပဲဆိုတာနားနေရနောက်ကာလတွေမှာလည်းဒါလည်းဘုရားအကျိုးစီးပွားအစစ်မှန်ပဲဆိုတာဒီလိုနားနေရတာအဲဒီနားမနေဘူးသူစီဝါမှာကိုနားမလဲတော့ဘူးဆိုလို့ရှိရင်ဒီဘာရဲ့အစီအပွားလည်းတော့တိုင်းမှာတော့နားနေမှာမဖို့စီဝါလည်းဒီနည်းနဲ့နားမလဲတော့နားမလဲဘူးဆိုလို့ရှိရင်ဒီပုဂ္ဂိုလ်မှာဉာဏ်မြင်မြင်ကံတော့တာဉာဏ်မြင်စီပညာမြင်စီဘာမှမရှိတော့ဘူးဒီလိုမျိုးရှင်နာကဆက်နေပြီးတော့နေကြပါလေ
Sayadaw says, those discussions which Sayadaw has illustrated between the wandering ascetic and Venerable Elder Ananda, among them the last aspect is quite important to understand properly. Those people who cannot see the dangers, miseries, and disadvantages of powerful impurities or defilements, they indulge overpowering by those defilements. They indulge in lustful things, they indulge in hatred, they indulge in delusion, lusted by lustful thoughts, distracted by the hatred, and deluded by those delusions. They never can understand their own benefit and welfare, the benefit of others and welfare of others, as well as benefit of both. Here the benefit means there are two types of benefits. Benefits in this present world and the benefits hereafter. Or in another sense, the benefit of mundane sphere and the benefit of supramundane sphere. They never could understand all those benefits of welfare in their life, because in such moment they couldn't have the real vision of understanding. They couldn't have the eyes of wisdom to see and to know clearly all those phenomenal aspects which are arising each and every moment and dissolving each and every moment. So Sayadaw says, because of that, not having proper understanding about the life, people are suffering in this world. They couldn't have any control in their life. Their life is scattered all over without having any proper balance. Whenever there will be pleasurable, desirable, loving aspects in their life, they involve in enjoying them without seeing any defect. And whenever there will be greater problem in their life, at that time also they don't know how to solve the problem. They become grief-ridden, sorrow-stricken people. Lamentation will be their property. So in this way, in both conditions, they never have any control to see exactly what are the benefits and what are the unbeneficial things. But if people may have proper vision to see clearly each and everything, and they know the true nature of the existence or their life, whenever such powerful problems may arise, they never afraid of facing those problems. They never indulge too much without having any control when there will be pleasurable sensations and pleasurable things in their life. They will have proper balance, equilibrium in their life. That is what the important result of knowing the true natures of the life, true natures of the existence. That balance is the benefit in this present moment, in this present life. You don't need to go and see outside the benefit, and you don't need to overlook on the heaven to get that benefit.
အဲ့ဒီလိုအရှိဘွားတွေနားမလဲတော့ဘူးဆိုရင်ကိုယ့်ဘွားလည်းပဲတစ်ဖက်စောင်းခြင်းဖြစ်သွားတာပဲလူကျင်လာတော့တာပြီးပြီးတော့ချစ်ချင်လာတော့တာပြီးပြီးတော့တင့်မတင်မချစ်ဘူးဆိုလို့ရှိရင်လောဘအလိုလိုက်ပြီးတော့ကျင်တဲ့ဆရာနဲ့တွေ့လို့ရှိရင်လည်းပဲဒေါသအလိုလိုက်ပြီးတော့တစ်ဖက်စီးနှင်းဖြစ်သွားတယ်လောဘဒေါသရဲ့အပြစ်တွေကိုမြင်အကောင့်ထင်ရလို့ရှိရင်လည်းပဲဒီမှာတစ်ဖက်စီးနှင်းမဖြစ်ရအောင်လို့တကယ်အကျိုးစီးပွားအစစ်မှန်ဖြစ်ရေးအတွက်ပေါ့ညှိပြီးတဲ့ယောနိသမနစိတ်ကလည်းမရှိပြန်ဘူးမရှိရဘူးဆိုတော့ဖြစ်เสียရှိလို့ရှိရင်တော့အထိတ်ကိုမရှိဘဲနဲ့အလုံးကိုကြောက်ကြရကောင်းအောင်ဖြစ်သွားတယ်အများကြီးပါပဲအနည်းအတင်းစားလည်းပဲပြလိုက်ဒီလိုမှမဟုတ်ဘူးဘာမှငွေကြီးတွေကြားတယ်ခဲတော့စီဝါရတော့ပြတ်တော့ရှိလို့ရှိမှာပေါ့ကောင်းတော့တော့လည်းပဲလောဘလေးကျဉ်းရတယ်အဲ့ဒါတွေကပြည့်စည်တော့လည်းပဲဒေါသတွေဆုံးနေတဲ့ဒေါသတွေသူ့မှာထိန်းရမရှိဘူးညှိပေးတဲ့သဘောလေးကမရှိဘူးစည်ရလို့ပြင်းပြင်းတုံးလေးကလည်းမရှိဘူးတဲ့မတဲ့ရှင်းနိုင်တဲ့ဉာဏ်ပေါ့ကျိုးမရှိကျိုးရှိမရှိတဲ့မတဲ့ရှင်းနိုင်တဲ့စည်ရတော်လည်းမရှိဘူးမရှိတော့တစ်ဖက်ဆောင်းနေဖြစ်ပြီးတော့သင်ရလုပ်တော့တာပဲကိုယ်ကိုတတ်ပြီးတော့မရတတ်ပြီးတော့ကိုယ်လည်းတတ်ကိုယ်လည်းတတ်ကိုယ်လည်းတတ်တယ်ဒီတော့လည်းဖြစ်တော့တယ်ကဘာရရမှာဒါရဖြစ်နေတာပဲတင်းစားတဲ့ပါရဏနဲ့လည်းဖြစ်တာတွေကအများကြီးနေရပါပါပဲအဲ့ဒါကြီးအရေးစနေလို့ရှိရင်ဒီအကျိုးစီးပွားအဆင့်အအောင်နားမလည်ကြသေးလို့ကိုယ့်ဘဝကိုပြည့်မြတ်မထားနိုင်တဲ့အတွက်ညှိပေးတဲ့သဘောလေးဘဝညှိပေးတဲ့သဘောလေးလည်းမရှိတဲ့အတွက်ဒီဖြစ်ရတာဝမ်းနဲ့ကြတယ်ဖြစ်ရတာဆိုတော့ဒီလိုကျွန်တော်လည်းပြောထားပါမယ်
Shadow says the gift through understanding the reality with true practice is really excellent gift. If people couldn't gain that gift through their own understanding, practicing themselves, all the time there will be extremities in their life. When pleasurable things will be there, they may have exceeding greed, exceeding craving, exceeding desire, exceeding lust, and they lost in that exceeding things. When there will be opposite aspect of that desirable thing, and when undesirable aspect will be there in their life, at that time also they will fall into another extreme, and they might do serious offenses, not knowing which is good and which is bad, which is suitable and which is unsuitable, which is right and which is wrong. They never have well-balanced mental state. Even a simple thing could become greater one for them. So that is why in this world there are so many events occurring even a day, killing themselves, suiciding themselves. Sadhu says yesterday's or day before yesterday's paper there was a news There was a family, and they were quite rich people, but because of the decreasing value of dollars, they lost their some business income. Having distressed by that effect, so the husband killed the family. Even he didn't give chance to leave alive a dog. He killed that dog also. That might be very lovely one for them before. And after that, he himself shot dead. That type of unpleasurable events are there when people don't know how to keep balance in their life, how to understand what they need to do and what they don't, how to realize which is proper and improper, which is good and which is bad, which is necessary and unnecessary, which is suitable and unsuitable. So therefore, Sayadaw says, the gift through which the practice you will get, realizing oneself, understanding one's own life, having balance, is really a good gift, better gift, best gift in this world.
ဒါကြောင့်ရာဂဒေါသမောဟလက်ခံထားတဲ့ပုဂ္ဂိုလ်တွေလက်ခံထားတာလည်းမလွဲတာလည်းလက်ခံထားတာလည်းရှိပါတယ်။ဒါတွေကိုကောင်းကြီးရှင်ပြီးတော့လက်ခံထားတာလည်းရှိပါတယ်။ကျောင်းကတော့အမျိုးမျိုးပါပဲ။အဲဒီလိုလက်ခံထားကြတဲ့ရတ္တဒုဋ္ဌမူလပုဂ္ဂိုလ်ရဲ့တဏ္ဍာမှာဖြစ်တဲ့တတ်မဲ့မှုရာကပြင်းမမှုမကျေနပ်မှုဒေါသမိုက်မဲကျွေးဝေရှုပ်ခဲမှုမောဟဒီတရားတွေဟာအလုံးစုံရတဲ့တရားတွေပဲဆိုတာပေါ့။ကောင်းအောင်ကြည့်ရတဲ့တရားတွေပဲဆိုတာပေါ့။ဒီမှာအနန္တကသာဂောခောဒေါသောခောမောခောအာဟုသောအန္တကာရကောအကြကုကအန္တကရဏောအကြကုကရဏောအညာနာကရဏောပညာနိရောဓကောဝိကာဒပက္ခိကောအနိဗ္ဗာန်သောတတိကောလို့ဒီလိုဆက်လက်ပြီးတော့သက္ကရုဏမောဟရဲ့အပြစ်တွေစကား6လုံးနဲ့ပေါ့နော်စကားလုံး6လုံးနဲ့ရှုပ်ချတာသက္ကရုဏမောဟဒီတရားစိုးတွေဟာအနတ္တရဏကအောင်လို့ပြုတတ်တယ်မမြင်အောင်ပေါ့လေပေါင်ကြတော့အောင်လို့ပြုတတ်တယ်အဲဒါဉာဏ်မျက်စိကိုလည်းမရှိအောင်ပြုလုပ်တတ်တယ်အသိဉာဏ်ကိုလည်းပဲမရှိအောင်ပြုလုပ်တတ်တယ်အသိပညာကိုလည်းပဲချုပ်ွယ်စီတတ်တယ်မကောင်းကျိုးပေးတာဖြစ်တော့ပင်ပန်းမှုဆင်းရဲမှုပေါ့လေဆင်းရဲပင်ပန်းမှုဖြစ်ဖို့ပါပဲအဲ့ဒီပဲကြာတော့တာပဲအဲ့ဒါဖြစ်ဖို့ပဲလို့ဆိုတာပဲကိလေသာကြီးငြင်းပြီးတော့အေးချမ်းမှုကိုလည်းမဖြစ်စေနိုင်ပါဘူးလို့ဒီလိုကြီးနဲ့ရှုပ်ချတာ
The worldly beings overpowered by the lustful thought, distracted by the hating thought, clouded by the delusions, they couldn't see clearly about themselves, about the existence and about their life. They never gain proper understanding in their life. They never have proper vision in their life, they couldn't create any wisdom in their life because of those powerful impurities. So that is why Venerable Elder Ananda expressed his view to the wandering ascetic Channa in the end, how dangerous those defilements and why they were needed to be discarded, they were needed to be overcome, they were needed to be totally killed. When they would be possessing to the world, to the people of the world, all the time they are there to make them blind. So that is why the first word, blamable word, is used by Venerable Ananda as andhakarano. Those impurities make people blind. That is true. The previous example which Sayadaw has given wasn't the example for that. So therefore, being blind, they don't know their own life. They didn't realize their own life, others' life. Overridden by the greed, so they are ready to kill others and die themselves. That is the blind nature in the people. So therefore, Venerable Ananda gave those impurities the title as blind, making blind substances. So the impurities, those three most powerful impurities make people blind. So therefore they are andhakarana, blind makers. Achakku karana, they destroy the eye of wisdom. So they make people visionless, without vision. Vision means here vision of knowledge, vision of understanding. When those defilements will be there in your life, so they make you without visions. So therefore it is given the name, they are given the name as the Achakku Karana, Ajnana Karana. And the third name was given to those impurities as Ajnana Karano. They never create any kind of knowledge in the people's life, in the people's existence. Therefore, they are the destructors of the wisdom or understanding, blockages of understanding. Apanya samvadaniko, they never give. Panya nirodhako, the fourth name was given to those defilements. They extinguish the wisdom. They distracted the wisdom. So the vexation, how to use, vexation of the wisdom will be there when those defilements overriding to you. So therefore it is called Panya Nirodhako. And Vikhatapakkhiko, the fifth one. That means they destroy you all the time. They are not creators, they are destructors. They are all the time siding with destruction or distress or annoyance or vexation. That is why the name was given to them as Vikhatapakkhiko, siding with destruction. Anibbana Samvattaniko, they themselves are the impurities, so they never try to extinguish the impurities. That is why the defilements are all the time arising because of those three powerful impurities. They never extinguishes the defilements. Therefore they are called Anibbana Samvattaniko, not creating any situation to extinguish the defilements. These are the 6 words explained by Venerable Elder Ananda to that Channa, wandering ascetic, how blamable those impurities are.
Shinandamate, Kishimjabongiya, Joseph, Quinset, or Mibay. Particularly, sir, you could see why I do Josie one of Polo or Podema, or Name, the Pufuha. He need a Josie one, whatever Tangu Taro. You buy a Josie one, a Tangu Taro. The Polo, Bomb, however, Tangu Taro. Tangu Taro Pufuha, or what Tambushi or Mizato. Meaning of the wire to carry a policy. There are doing a drum of this second, says a canal, Posi, Yagarola Moaki, Posia, Posia, we the Jangan of Yatava, Yaga to Yoga, Yaga and the lady. Yaga, beautiful, Ragomatica before. Dora and the lady who have. Also Mataka. I think now they relate to more Mataka. The only one I tried Juicy machine, and Timothy never did with a UK dollar. And usually she bound, no one did. Tia Ludo, Juicy, 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 Juicy had a juicy that the young people. He paid down you got a senior says I got a you daddy got well at it, so I'm not so saying your data. They are the gay who were taking and giving me up. Then you have a time and all, machine and all, what the sound of you have the people
Sada says, the answer which was given by Venerable Elder Ananda, they were really connected with cause and effect processes. They are interlinked each other. Substantial combination are there to understand those answers. Would the worldly people who don't know their own benefit and welfare themselves, how could they will know the benefit and welfare of others? How they will know the benefit and welfare of themselves? and how they will know the welfare and benefit of both people. When they don't know actual welfare and benefit in these ways, they would be there to do beneficial things and welfare things in their life? It won't be possible. All the time they will fall in the extremes when they have to face various things in their life. They couldn't have proper judgment in their life. They couldn't have proper decision in their life. And they couldn't direct their mind to get the right answer in their life. So therefore, they will fall all the time to the extremes, and they act in the same way. Because of that, they couldn't have good result, beneficial result, important result in their life. There will be all the time destruction, distress in their life. So therefore, it is necessary to see the answer of Venerable Elder Ananda and try to reflect upon them, to have wise consideration in each and every aspect whenever they arise. Without having that wise attention, wise consideration, of proper attention, proper consideration, no one can avoid those powerful impurities from their mind. They don't have any real way to escape from those dangerous impurities in their life. So that is why we should try to understand the true answer of Venerable Elder Ananda through our own practice, and try to have real vision, real understanding, and real wisdom to have proper balance in our life. If not, Sayadaw says, we would be really mad people, mad with lust, mad with hatred, and mad with delusion. It is true, when there will be lustful thought, your brain cracks. You never know what you need to do and what you don't. So you totally fall into it without having any control yourself. So that is why you act like a mad person. So therefore, in the text it is properly said, you would be a ragumataka, mad with lust. Lust is maddening thing. Everybody knows that. And the hatred. When we really get hatred, we don't know what would happen and what we should do and we shouldn't do. So whatever there will be in front of you, what you do, you know yourself. So in that way, we become totally mad at the time. That is also your own experiences, not necessary to tell. So therefore, you will become mad with hatred. And the delusion, so powerful to make you mad, to destroy your brain, to destroy your heart, to cloud whole heart and mind. When cloudy nature will be there in your life, you cannot see clearly anything, good and bad, right and wrong, useful and unuseful. So you try to do everything without knowing what you are doing. In that way, delusion also, the maddening thing. So therefore, Mohu Mataka it is called in the text. People are mad with illusion or delusion.
မင်းနဲ့ပြည့်တဲ့ဆိုတာကတော့အချမ်းမဟုတ်ပါဘူးပိဋကဗုဒ္ဓဒသနညာဟာဟုတ်တိုင်းမှန်စွာကြည့်တဲ့သဘောအရှိအရှိတိုင်းသဘောကြောက်ကျွစိတ်အနေနဲ့သဘောပေါ့လေကျမ်းစာပေါ့အဲ့ဒါလိုအတိညာတာအလင်းခေါ်ပါတယ်အဲ့လိုအတိညာကိုခံတားတဲ့အနေပေါ့လေခံတားလိုက်တယ်ဆိုတော့သူတို့မဖြစ်တော့ဘူးပေါ့သူတို့မဖြစ်တော့ဘူးဆိုတော့အဲ့ဒီနေရာမှာဘာနာမတိဘူးအန္တပေါ့အမိုက်တရားရောက်လာတာမောဟရောက်လာဝိဇ္ဇာရောက်လာဝိဇ္ဇာသူကဖောင်းချပြီးဖောင်းချပြီးတော့အမြင်တော့တောင်းအကန့်ကိုခေါ်ပါတယ်တောင်းရဆိုပြအန္တိဘုဒ္ဓအယံတော့ကောတနုပိဋ္ဌဝိပဿနာစကုလောဂျာလမူတော်ကအဘောစက္ကာယကချက်တိလို့ဒီလိုမျိုးကလောကကြီးဟာခုနပိဋကဗုဒ္ဓဒသနဉာဏ်ကိုဟန်တာအနေကိုဟန်တာထားတဲ့အဝိဇ္ဇာမောဟအမိုက်ကြီးကြတယ်အမိုက်တုံးကြီးပေါ့အမိုက်တုံးကြီးဆိုတော့အမောင်လေးရလူတွေလို့ဆိုတော့မောင်လေးရလူတွေဘာမှမလုပ်တတ်ဘူးဒီမရှိဘာမှမလုပ်တတ်ဘူးနောက်မှလည်းမသိနိုင်ဘူးမောင်လေးရလူတွေဆိုတော့ဒီလောကလုံးလို့အမောင်ကြတယ်ဒီနုပိဋ္ဌဝိပဿနာအဲ့ဒီမောင်လေးရနေတဲ့ပုဂ္ဂိုလ်ကြီးထဲမှာဆိုလို့ရှိရင်နည်းနည်းပါပါတော့တာအရှိတိုင်းထူးခြားခြားသိတာပါတဲ့ကြောင်းရဲပုံကြီးကိုထူးခြားခြားသိတာပါဒီမှာဘာနဲ့တူလဲဆိုလို့ရှိရင်မြတ်ဘုရားဟာမြတ်ကြီးရှိရပါဘူးပိုက်ကြီးနဲ့အုပ်ချလိုက်တယ်သုံးဖို့တနေရာမှာမြတ်ကြီးတွာလာလှူရှားတဲ့နေရာပါပေါ့ဒီပိုက်နဲ့ထောင်ထားမြတ်ကြီးပိုက်ရဲ့ခါလည်းမိပိုက်တဲ့ဝင်တိုးနေအဲ့တော့ကြံကောင်းဉာဏ်ကောင်းရှိတဲ့လုံးလာဝိရိယရှိတဲ့ငှက်လောက်တာပဲအနည်းပါလို့ချင်းတော့ပါပဲကျန်တဲ့ငှက်တွေကပိုက်တဲ့မိပြီးတော့မဆိုးရတဲ့ပြင်းရောက်အစားလွတ်တာနည်းနည်းမိတာတွေအများကြီးဒါလိုပဲကောင်းတဲ့အခြေအနေရောက်တာလည်းခုနတိတိတာငြိမ့်ပြီးတော့ပြီးသွားတဲ့ချမ်းသာပေါ့လေရရှိတဲ့ပုဂ္ဂိုလ်ကနည်းနည်းပါပါဒီလိုဆောက်ပြတာမချစ်မကြတော့ဘူး
People become mad because they don't have vision to understand the reality as reality. Not having the vision to see the reality as reality, they are maddening, they are becoming blind. So therefore, if you don't have real understanding through following the proper way, right way, then you couldn't have real vision to understand the true nature of the existence you couldn't have vision to see clearly the phenomenal aspects as they are. Lack of that vision to see clearly the reality, people become mad, people become blind. So therefore the Buddha himself mentioned that fact. All the worldly people in this world, andhibhuto, becoming blind. So in the vision of the Buddha, the worldly beings are blind because they don't know themselves. It is similar to the simile which Sayadaw gives. He says, in the dark, no one can see clearly if they don't have light to give the brightness. Even they cannot see themselves, live apart to see other people, other beings. So therefore the darkness is fearful place, fearful thing. That's why people like light. They want to stay in the light or on the light. When darkness will come, they are afraid of. And the Buddha said, there are very few people in this world who can escape from that darkness, having proper understanding within themselves, having insight within themselves. Tanuketa vipassati. The seeing people are very little. And there was given an example, Sakuno Jala Muttova, when the bird hunter put the net upon the crowded birds. Very few birds can escape from the net of that hunter. Sometimes the bird hunters used to put the net before where many birds used to come for their food. When the birds caught in that net, very few birds know how to escape, and they can use their little wit to escape from that net. In the same way, there are very few people who have insight vision to see clearly even in the dark.
So look at here, the man for Santaja, the day he that ever Santago, Alevo, Jangan Yama Jetta Shira. Rupa Pamana, Vosa Pamana, Luka Pamana, Dhamma Pamana. Name Bani Valley Kauna, Name Gia. Then a pure Soli Valley, the Papa, Dunya, as it was out of your name. အဲ့ဒီပေါ်မှာပေါ်ရန်ရောပေါ်မှာပေါ့လေစိတ်ဝင်စားတဲ့ပုဂ္ဂိုလ်9ယောက်4ယောက်အဲ့ဒါကြည့်တယ်ဘာလောကကြီးကအပြင်ဘက်မှာစံထားပုံလေးကြည့်တယ်အဲ့ဒါခေါင်းကောင်းပါပါပေါ့လေကျင့်တဲ့ပုဂ္ဂိုလ်တွေလူကပမာဏဆိုတာပါတိအစားတော့လေခေါင်းပါပါအိုးနေဆိုင်စားတယ်ပေါ့ခေါင်းပါပါဒါမှဒါကတော့အိန္ဒိယမှာဆိုတော့ပေါ်ပါတယ်ပေါ့သူနဲ့ချမ်းတဲ့ခါမှလည်းအနည်းတည်းမဟုတ်ဘူးဘူးတဲ့ခါလည်းခဏမရှိဘူးချီးခေါင်းစားတယ်ပေါ့စားတယ်ပဲလုံလောက်ဆုံးရတာမစားဘူးပေါ့လေဆန်းဆန်းနဲ့ခေါင်းပါပါပေါ့အဲ့ဒီလိုဘယ်ဆုံးရောက်ကျင့်နိုင်နေရရှိပါတယ်။ဒါမလို့အခုလို့ထင်တဲ့ဟာတွေလည်းရောက်ရဲပြီးတော့ကျင့်နိုင်နေတယ်ခေါင်းပါပါကျင့်နေတယ်ဆက်ပါတယ်။အဲလိုခေါင်းပါပါကျင့်တဲ့ပုဂ္ဂိုလ်တွေကိုစံထားတဲ့10ယောက်မှာ9ယောက်တိတ်ကြတယ်။တကယ်အတွင်းအနှစ်သာရဓမ္မသဘောမှန်ကိုစံထားတဲ့ပုဂ္ဂိုလ်တွေကတော့တသိန်းမှာ1ယောက်ပဲရှိတယ်။ဟုတ်တယ်ဒါကဥပ္ပနဲ့တွက်ကြည့်ရဆိုတော့တသိန်းဥပ္ပ1ယောက်တော့မှရှိပါဆိုတော့တော်နည်းပါလေလို့ပြောတယ်။အဲ့ဒါလည်းကြည့်ရပေါ့ဒီဘာလောကကြီးကအပေါ်ရန်ကြောမှာစံထားပုံလေးပေါ့တကယ်အနှစ်သာရကိုစံထားဖို့အားနည်းပုံလေးအဲ့ဒါလည်းအကျဉ်းဝင်အဲ့ဒီတော့တွေ့ရတာ
Sadhu says, it is true that people look highly in not useful things, but in unnecessary things. There are examples about giving importance or highly thinking about towards the people. Sadhu says there are 4 types of measurements. Paying too much importance in beauty, paying too much importance in sound or name and fame, and paying too much importance and highly thinking on self-mortification or conduct of self-mortification, and highly thinking or paying more importance in Dhamma. So there are these 4 measurements in which people pay importance in percentage. There are people who pay more importance in beauty, 3 among 2. Yeah, 3 among 2. 2 among 3. Oh yes, sorry. 2 among 3. Sometimes good to make mistakes. You can have laughing. And there are people who highly think and pay importance in good sound and nice speaking people who have great name and fame, whether it may be true or not. So people measure them or highly think about them. They are 5 among 4, 4 among 5, sorry, 4 among 5. Tama. Huh? Tama. Right? 4 among 5. And there are people highly thinking to those people who are conducting with self-mortifications, living miserably, although they have plenty of things, showing themselves they are very satisfying people, even they never wear clothes. Whenever you go to India, you can see such people, and people pay veneration to them. Oh, they are the real selfless people, following serious practice. They are the real ascetics. The people enjoy having such type of people, and they highly think about them and pay more importance. These people are the religious real people and real practitioners. They don't have any desire, they don't have any lustful thought, craving in the worldly pleasures. They are giving up everything. In actual sense, they are just showing that. There are people who pay more importance in such people. 9 among 10. And those people who pay importance in Dhamma, Sayadaw says, there are 1 among 100,000 people. If you try to take real data, there may not be 1 among 100,000 people.
Now, who take a year or see a Louis like 2,000 who go a Louis like Thomas and a Manima Mama.
Sayadaw says that might be taken in percentage at the time of the Buddha, who were dwelling in the Asia. But if we try to take the data according to the worldly population nowadays, then it might be quite different. So Sayadaw says, even among those 1 among 100,000, we have to make many frictions. Or factions or frictions? How do you say? Factions. Factions. Sayadaw says, so the yogis who are here are really lucky people, fortunate people, because they are the people who are among 1 among 100,000, knowing the importance how to create peaceful life, harmonious life within themselves, and try to see clearly the real nature of the existence. They are trying to do the practice following the true path. So that is why Sayadaw would like to say all the yogis who are trying and involving in such act, they are really fortunate people, lucky people. They are trying to control themselves physically, verbally, mentally, to discard those powerful impurities which are the main causes to bring sufferings, disasters, and all sorts of problems in this world. Even the worldly governments couldn't solve such problems yet, and the families also couldn't solve their problems, and they are in trouble all the time. They don't know how to escape from such problems, but the people who are here trying to understand the real cause of such problems. So therefore, Sayadaw is highly thinking to all the yogis here, for these people are really the real people who are trying to seek themselves, trying to research themselves to solve their worldly problem as well as their individual problems.
ဘာဖြစ်လို့ဘုန်းကြီးကဒီလိုပြောပါလဲလို့ဆိုတော့ခုလိုယောဂီဖြစ်နေရောက်လာကြတာဟာပရိသတ်တရားလက်တွေ့ကျင့်သုံးလို့ဖြစ်နေတဲ့ပရိသတ်တရားဟာစိတ်ဓာတ်နဲ့ပုံလေးတွေနဲ့အတိမာနဲ့တိုးစီတယ်လူမှုပြဿနာတွေလည်းပဲကြည့်ရအောင်ဥပဝေလည်းပဲဒီပြည့်မြတ်စွာထားနိုင်တဲ့ညှိပြီးတဲ့တရားပဲဆိုတာကိုအကျိုးရှိမှပြီးကျိုးရှိစဉ်းစားလိုက်တဲ့အခါကျအကျိုးရှိမှပြီးလိုက်တယ်ဒီလိုအချိန်ခါမျိုးမှာဒီတရားတွေမိမိတဏ္ဍာမှာပြီးဝစီတဲ့နေဆိုတာကိုသိတော်တဲ့ဘောလည်းနားတယ်ဒီစပ်စာရကဆံမင်းညာစပ်ပါရဆံမင်းညာသိဆံမင်းညာနှစ်ပါးနဲ့ကိန်းထားတယ်အဲ့ဒီတရားနှစ်ပါးနဲ့ကိန်းထားတော့ပါဠိဟာရီပညာဆိုစကားလေးတစ်လုံးနဲ့သုံးလိုက်လို့ဆိုလို့ရှိပါဠိဟာရီပညာလို့ပြောပါဠိဟာရီပညာဆိုတာအကျိုးမရှိမသိတဲ့ဟာတွေကိုရှောင်ရှားပြီးတော့အကျိုးရှိသိတဲ့ဟာတွေကိုဆောက်ပွားတယ်ဆောင်းတယ်တော့ပညာအဲ့ဒီပညာလေးပါဠိဟာရီပညာလေးရင်းခံနေတယ်လက်တွေ့လုပ်တဲ့အပိုင်းကိုရောက်လာတာအဲ့ဒီအချက်တွေအပြီးတော့ပြော
Sayadaw says why he is so daring to declare you that you are the people, right people, who are one among the 100,000s, and you are the lucky ones and fortunate ones, not because just he wants to praise you, but because he can see within you that the Satipatthana way, you know that the Satipatthana way of practice will lead you to have control yourself physically, verbally, mentally, to have better conduct physically and verbally, and to have developed mental state with the practice. Knowing thus, so you are trying to follow the path to solve the problems at first yourself, and to try to give and show the same type of example to others, how they also could follow the path and they can realize the real truth through possessing the knowledge which Sayadaw used as pariharika panya. That means knowing the suitability and knowing the necessity of the life and avoiding those things which should be avoided and following those things which should be followed. So therefore, possessing these qualities and the understanding how to discard the unsuitable things, unnecessary things, how to possess the necessary aspect and suitable aspects. That is why the wisdom or understanding is called pariharika panya, which carries the suitabilities and necessities and which avoid the unnecessary necessities and unsuitabilities. So, having that understanding, you could come here and try to do the practice, knowing the benefit of the practice of satipatthana, vipassana meditation. Otherwise, it is not possible or not easy to come to do the practice.
ဒီကုလပညာဟာဓမ္မရေးမှာတော့မဟုတ်ပါဘူးလောကကြီးမှာလည်းအသုံးချရတယ်။နောက်ဆုံးပိုင်းကပြောခဲ့တဲ့ပြဿနာတွေကိုကျော်လွန်သွားတယ်။
The Sayadaw says, the pariharika panya, or the wisdom to understand the suitability and necessity and to avoid the unsuitability and unnecessity, is not useful in the Dhamma sphere only, but it is also necessary even in the worldly aspects. If you have that kind of understanding, that kind of wisdom, that kind of vision, that kind of knowledge in your worldly activities, then you can keep yourself in better life, in good position, and you will have standard living.
လူပြဿနာတွေကြောင့်ဖြစ်တယ်ပဲနဲ့ဖြစ်ဆိုးတွေလည်းကျင်လာတာဟာအဲ့ဒီပညာမဲ့လို့ပဲဆိုတာပါ
So therefore, not having that wisdom or that understanding, all sorts of social problems, individual problems, all sorts of social sufferings and troubles and disasters are there. If you have that understanding, you might be able to solve the problems in your own way. The time is over. We will stop now. We will start again tomorrow.